What's going on, YouTube world? FozyBear15 back at ya with some Madden 97. The previous video that you probably would have watched would have been me playing Week 17 in the divisional playoff round. We faced two division opponents. Week 17 we played the Vikings in the snow and cold and ended up winning 18-0. 6 field goals from Chris Jackie helped us get to that point. You see the Jets got absolutely brutalized by the Dolphins, 45-0. The Raiders beat the Seahawks 30-9. Broncos won 30-7. The Lions beat the 49ers 31-3 to secure a spot in the wild card round. In that wild card round, the Seahawks lost to the Colts 9-6. The Oilers, who were good enough to, I think, be 8-8 or 9-7 in '96, despite it being their last year in Houston. I think they lost like 4 of their last 5 or something like that to get out of the playoff race. They actually upended the Broncos, who in the year of '96, I think were 14-2 or 13-3, and they ended up losing to the Jaguars, who were a second-year team, but with an era of expansion being very, very kind to the Jaguars and the Panthers, for lack of better words. They end up winning. The 49ers edged the Falcons 16-14, and in a rematch of the 95 wildcard game, the Lions beat the Eagles 16-7. In the divisional round, the Colts beat the Steelers on the road 18-10. The Raiders trounced the Oilers 30-6. We ended up beating the Lions 13-3. We did not have a good running day. A lot of that game was me just, wearing the clock out, running time. I wanted to get it over with pretty quickly. I knew that we were going to win. It just mattered what the score was. And the 49ers beat the Cowboys 20-14 on the road, so their rivalry heats up a little more. Which leads to our rivalry, the 49ers and the Packers, in the conference championship game. You see the playoff tree. The winner goes to the Super Bowl. Yes, my user profile is 17. Now, JB, take it away on this conference championship Sunday.
Hello and welcome to the NFC Championship. I'm James Brown. Now the prize for winning today's game is a Super Bowl berth. Let's go out to Pat Summerall and John Madden at the stadium to see who will earn one.
Thank you, JB, and welcome to the conference championship game. John, one of these teams will go to the Super Bowl. The other one will go home. And that's got to be on every player's mind. The question is, are both teams ready? Does a coach ever face a situation where he doesn't feel that his team is ready to give their best?
Yeah, I think there are times as a coach you feel that way, but that's usually in preseason and maybe early in the season. But when you get to today's game and you're in the conference championship and you know that if you win today, you're in the Super Bowl. If you lose, you go home. I'll tell you, everyone is going to give their best today. You can't beat this situation.
As John and Pat put it, this is the biggest game of the year. Now, we trounced San Francisco earlier in the year, 52-0. I don't expect it to be that way again. I don't think RNG is going to allow me to beat the crap out of the 49ers again.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to John
And now
Madden
that
Football.
plays a role. So this played a role for us in the game against Minnesota. With this weather, it's going to be very hard to pass for both teams. Warren Moon had a terrible day throwing the football. We had a terrible day throwing the football. The running games are going to be huge in this snow. So, Chris Jackie gets a ball teed up from the official. The wind is east-west instead of north-south, and we are underway with the NFC Championship game as Carter takes it back up to about the 30. And that's where the 49ers will start. First down, 10. Packers in a 4-3 defense to start. We'll probably play some nickel later on. depending on the passing situation. Here's Steve Young to throw, incomplete. George Kuntz with the pass breakup. It's going to be hard for teams to pass. In this game, there's not, like, unlike in normal conditions, can't really, like, grip the field too well. A lot of players tend to slide forward more and aren't as receptive. As Young looks to throw again. Caught by Jerry Rice. First down. 50, 40, down to about the 39-yard line. So they get the first big pass play to work. But yeah, back when I played the Vikings, it was a very hard-fought game, but it was one that, as you can see, Reggie White, it takes forever for guys to gain traction as Derek Louisville gets about 2 yards on the play. We're at the 37 of Green Bay. Second down and 8. Here's Steve Young to throw. Incomplete for Louisville. I don't think that was anywhere close, but it'll be third down and 8 here. So with the wind blowing side to side, other than north to south or northeast, southwest, or what have you, so it won't really play too much of a role into aiding a kicker or a punter in.
There's a flag on the play.
Pass interference.
Oh, that's frustrating. That's a 17-yard penalty on Eugene Robinson. But I was just saying about the wind, it's not going to favor either kicker or punter today because it'll blow side to side rather than, aiding or going against the wind. So this is William Floyd, who's near another first down to the 11. So after the pass interference penalty on Eugene Robinson, it is set up second down and inches now after the 10-yard pickup by Floyd. And Young to throw. Caught by Louisville, who barely gets the first down. Young 2 of 4 on the first drive of the game. This is a toss to Louisville, who picks up 3. And you can just see, us turning even after the play. It's just going to be hard today. So San Francisco is going to benefit from this, I think. Unlike in the October game we played against them where, that's intercepted. Craig Newsome. I was mentioning about how everything was going to benefit San Francisco, but then Craig Newsome makes the big play there. It's a first down 10. Dorsey Levens loses a couple. There was a play kind of in the shotgun formation that helped us against it's not throwing I got 6 players in coverage, but I play like a quick slant if the receiver's still going straight helped us. But right there, those 2 plays, that didn't help us. So we'll be forced to punt. We only gained a minus 2 yards. Hendrick to punt. This will be easily returned by Carter, who gets hit by Carpenter. And that'll be first down 10, San Francisco. 2:07 left to play in the first quarter. No score at Lambeau in the championship game. Winner goes to the Super Bowl, loser goes home for the offseason. This is Derek Louisville, who's got a big hole and a first down. Pickup of 11 as Gilbert Brown had dove to try to tackle him and couldn't get him. And Louisville made a couple of people miss. So now it's second down 10, or first down 10. And that's incomplete. Craig Newsome with the pass breakup after his interception earlier. We will look to run the ball a lot today with Bennett and Levens. Part of the reason for trying to pass up those first 2 plays is Louisville will stroll in and score a touchdown San Francisco. He got the pass out of the backfield on a little bit of a, I don't want to say
The kick is up. And it's good.
screenplay, but more of a wheel route.
Okay, let's go to that scoring drive and see exactly what
He
happened.
was able to catch it in stride and take it the distance. We might utilize that play as well, kind of to limit the passing that we have to do deep, but we'll see. And so San Francisco draws first blood. They score more than what they did last time out against us. This is Antonio Freeman, who gets it up to about the 22, maybe the 23-yard line. Actually, the 21. And so that's where Green Bay will start. First down, 10. 1:15 to go in the first quarter of the NFC Championship game. And this is Edgar Bennett, who's got himself a first down and a lot more. He's up to the 50, and he's picking up 29 yards. They officially rule it at the 49 of San Francisco. It's a 29-yard pickup, nearly 30 yards. And we give him the ball again. And he's got another big hole again. And he's got a big first down. He's down to the 25, down to the 23-yard line. So Edgar Bennett on his first two plays has been outstanding thus far. This is Dorsey Levens now, who picks up 5. Thought maybe we could break that last one if the I think that was Brooks on the defense there. Kind of wanted him to do a little more, but this will set up an interesting situation. As we end the first quarter in Green Bay, we now are faced with a 3rd and about 4. We are going to run the football on 3rd and 4. I think we'll be successful. If not, we'll obviously attempt the field goal with Jackie. So this is Bennett, who dances to the outside and gets a first down with 10 yards. Now allow us to run the ball more, as Bennett is at 65 yards for the drive. And we didn't do anything that first drive as Dorsey Levens gets kind of bounced off his own player, his own teammate there. Bryant Young with the sack. He pretty much came right through us, so Favre had to get it away in a hurry and couldn't. Favre is gonna score after getting out of the pocket. Touchdown. And this game is an extra point away from being tied. I did not think that was gonna work. I thought that corner was gonna get to us, but he did not. So the extra point from Jackie's good, and we're tied up in Green Bay. And Ken Rukers, who had just come off the injured list last week in the divisional game, is now hurt again. So Adam Timmerman will come in. Rukers has had a history of being hurt this year. Don't know what else to say other than that, but we were pretty banged up at one point this year. We had Earl Dotson, who's still hurt. I think he's out even through the Super Bowl. We had Rukers hurt at one point. We were pretty much on our last offensive lineman. So had any other offensive lineman gotten hurt, we would have been playing backup tight ends and that offensive line. It was pretty grim there. This is William Floyd on the catch, and he's got a big first down. 32 yards.
Puts the ring on.
Madden mentioned it was a play that would put the ring on. It definitely could for San Francisco if they get more plays like that. So first down 10. This is Derek Louisville, who reverses his field.
There's the man down.
Not really sure what he's doing. But he gets 3 yards out of it after...
Once you get an injury, then you have to start making adjustments.
I don't know what really Louisville was doing there, but he picked up 3 yards, so... This is William Floyd who picks up 3. So, they are faced with a 3rd down and 4. Does not look like they have any intention to go to the 2-minute warning. So this is Steve Young to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up by Ron Cox. I believe they're probably going to attempt a field goal. Yep. So, be over 50 yards. That is going to fall well short.
And it's no good.
So this will be the final play before the 2-minute warning. We're just going to run the ball. We got quite a bit of time, plus we got 3 timeouts. We're dealing with a short field. We're starting at the 41-42 yard line. This is Dorsey Levens. Ooh, Drakeford gets the face mask penalty. So not only do we go to the 2-minute warning, we are benefited by a 15-yard penalty, as Levens had picked up 8 on the play. See his stats on the day: 5 attempts, 10 yards, 2 yards per average. And that's Edgar Bennett, first down, 11 yards. He's down to the 26-yard line. And so now you're seeing our backs really starting to benefit here, unlike they did last week in the Detroit game. This is Dorsey Levens, and he'll score. Touchdown, Green Bay. And the Packers take the lead before the half with 1:31 to go. They have some success in the snow with that running play, that fullback dive. And the Packers in real life actually did play the 49ers in the playoffs this year. In the year that this game was made, 96. It was not in the conference championship, and it did not snow in that game. Actually, they played in divisional playoffs, and they played in a week that it snowed, and then it picked up, and then it rained. And then, like, warmed up, and then it rained. So, no matter what the Packers did, because the fact that it had been cold, and then it warmed up, and then it rained, the field was just kind of like a bog. And, you know, Packers, you know, they did their best to make the field passable, you know, and make the field good. But with weird temperature changes like that, it just was never going to happen. And that's just one of those things. You have to do with what you can do, and you know, grass technology and irrigation and all that stuff was not as good in the 90s as it was now. But the fact that also Steve Young did not play more than one play in that divisional playoff game also did not help. Steve Young had an injury which severely impacted his ability to play. And he gave it a go, but after one play, it was over with for him. That's Singleton first down. Don't know how we left him wide open, but San Francisco calls a timeout. They also get the first down at the 31-yard line. But yeah, this is my second time announcing this sort of stuff while on YouTube. This is Louisville, who is going to get down towards the 5. And they will no huddle it. I think they'll actually mark this at the 4. No, they'll mark it at the 5.
In short yardage, whoever wins the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Steve Young will hand off to Derek Louisville. Louisville is going to try to get the corner, but fail. So the 49ers might kick a field goal here. And they will, actually. I don't know what about this game with the AI. It kicks a field goal at this point, but they do. And Wilkins hits it.
And it's good.
Had he been able to hit it from 50 plus earlier, it'd be 14-13, but
exactly what happened.
not to be the case, and so it's 14-10. But this is a close, tight-knit game. And it should be. It's how championship football is to be decided. Now, the championship game in real life, it was 30-13. Green Bay over Carolina, as I was mentioning. Carolina and Jacksonville got,
Hey, there's a 4 aspirin here.
for lack of better words, sweetheart deals to be expansion teams. They were able to not worry about, well, they still do kind of the expansion drafts, but for lack of better words, it was not that hard for them, honestly. So that's kind of how that went.
Welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. Right now, let's take a look at the halftime stats.
But
Okay, let's take a look at
you
the
see the halftime stats. Steve Young has burned us for 152 yards passing. But we've had 122 yards running the ball, including the touchdowns from Levens and Favre. We have not passed the ball too much at all. We might pass it a couple of times on this drive, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, as I was saying back in the 90s, so when Jacksonville and Carolina both got their teams, they were able to do the expansion draft, but they were also allowed to do free agency and everything. So things that, namely the expansion Browns, the expansion Texans, and teams like that, they weren't able to do, and especially the Buccaneers in '76. I think the idea of what the league was doing was, we don't want another situation like Tampa Bay. So we're just going to allow this to happen for Carolina and Jacksonville. Plus, like, personalized seating licenses for like businesses and stuff are a big thing in the 90s. So as Favre rolls to the right, he gets the first down. So I think that's why they had that sort of situation. I don't fault them. I mean, you need your teams to be competitive really quick, and because of the timeliness, but a lot of teams cried foul on it, and I could understand that, especially if you're like someone who worked for Tampa Bay or was a Tampa Bay fan. You had to deal with like 2 straight years of just absolute pathetic football, for lack of better words, and in 4 years, you know, they become a good team, but that's because they drafted well. Like, they drafted really well. That led up to that 79 team being, you know, as good as they were. So you had to really give, like, John McKay credit for that. But anyway, back to the game here. So Favre rolls out. He's got the first down. He's got to pick up a 10. With 2:45 to go in the third quarter of the NFC Championship game. Throws the 11s, try to get the corner and could not. See 11 stats on the day.
Incomplete.
If Favre just threw it right to where Bennett was, he would have caught it in stride. But it's third down now, and didn't really want to get myself into that position. quick throw to Carpenter, and Carpenter just wasn't paying attention. So we'll have to punt. Hendrick is not really a strong-legged kicker anyway. So get a hold of that one. Carter, for some reason, takes it out. He's going to get a good return out of this, though. Carpenter will take him down after a pickup of 24. So gets it up to 27. That's where San Francisco will start first down and 10. As they start their first drive of the third quarter. This is Jerry Rice, first down, up to midfield. In the Green Bay territory, in the Packers. Need to find a way to stop Jerry Rice right now. He's burned him twice now. This is Steve Young to throw. Incomplete. He was going for Rice. Just kind of threw it off the mark. Looked like that play was a little off the mark to begin with. Young, 8 of 16 in the snow. Probably about the best you can ask for. Reggie White with a big play to force a 3rd and 17. As he smacked Lovell for a 7-yard loss. So 3rd down, 17. Young in the shotgun. He's got a guy open, and it's incomplete for Brent Jones. Jones was wide open on the play. I don't know who blew the coverage on the Packers, but no, he was wide open. It just missed. Antonio Freeman returns the punt from Tommy Thompson. 13-yard return, and that's where the Packers will set up at the 35-yard line. Will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Yeah, we'll send it to the 4th in Green Bay. This NFC Championship game in the snow. It is 14-10. Packers on top. 49ers giving everything they can to the Packers, though, to try to end the season for Green Bay, end the perfect season, and for the Packers, a berth to the Super Bowl at stake. Same with the 49ers. Fourth quarter has started in the NFC Championship game. Dorsey Levens couldn't gain anything out of that. Oh. And that's what I was telling you guys about earlier. With the snow, you can't really have your receivers go as quick like you can on a regular day where it's not snowing. So we forced to punt, and this is going to be Carter on the return. Carpenter smacks him after a pickup of 4. 37 on the net punting average. So San Francisco takes over first down 10. I had a feeling he was going to go for William Floyd there, and he did, and it was incomplete. There you see Steve Young's stats on the day. He needs 2 completions to go to 50% again. I think Favre has 4 passing yards all day. So there's that. This is Steve Young going for Rice, incomplete. He had help over the top, the cornerback did. I think that was Leroy Butler in coverage. Otherwise, it would have been Eugene Robinson. So I think both had pretty decent coverage, kind of shadowing each other. This is Derek Loville, who is not going to get the first as Tyrone Williams comes in with the hit. It's now San Francisco with a bit of a task here. They'll have to punt. It's way too early to go for it. Antonio Freeman's going to get hit right away. Good punt coverage by San Francisco there. So can San Francisco stop Edgar Bennett, which is what we're going to do on this first play. They cannot. First down, Edgar Bennett. Looked like they were maybe looking at being able to stop it, but they could not. And Bennett has over 100 today. He's been the player of the game thus far. This is Dorsey Levens, who's not going to get anything. He's going to lose 2 yards on the play. Levens has had 14 carries, 41 yards. He's got the touchdown. It's been ever so critical for us. And this is Bennett, who's going to get 10 back. We go back with Levens here. I was thinking about Bennett, but I think they might snuff that out. This is Levens. He's got the first down. He's got a big play for Green Bay. He is inbounds still. And the Packers can run some more clock if they want. It's been big for Levens to get those carries. This will be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And this will be Dorsey Levens with the football, and he loses a yard. So that'll take us to the 2-minute warning in Lambeau. It is the Packers 14 and trying to close out the 49ers. The 49ers defense needs to make a big stop after the 2-minute warning. Otherwise, they could see their season go up in flames. After the 2-minute warning, this is Edgar Bennett. Now cuts to the field and picks up 5. We're going to let San Francisco burn their first timeout. Doing part 2. I really don't know what play to choose on 3rd down. I'm a little surprised that San Francisco is not burning their timeout, but there it is.
Timeout.
I thought they would have burned it about 10 seconds quicker. I really don't know what play to choose because my receivers don't really get off routes pretty well. And this is a passing situation, so
Incomplete.
well, pass there and it didn't work. So we'll punt the ball away again. Figure we can pretty much pin them deep. And we do pin them deep. Carter loses a couple on the return. That was huge for us. So $1:17 to go, and the 49ers must drive 96 yards to score a touchdown to win the game. They do have 2 timeouts. Steve Young to throw, incomplete. Doug Evans in coverage. Yeah, so we're going to play a nickel defense, for lack of better words. See what they have here. This is Steve Young to throw for Jerry Rice, incomplete. Tyrone Williams. And he was double teamed, Rice was, so that brings up 3rd down. He's got a man out there, but it's horribly underthrown for Evans, or for the other guy aside from Rice. I believe that'd be Terrell Owens. Jerry Rice cannot get it. I don't know why they did a screen and he was in the end zone, but so San Francisco still has 2 timeouts, so we're going to
get as many big guys in there.
Run. We're kind of at a point where I think we can probably kneel it now. I think we are going to be able to kneel it one more time. And that'll do it. That was big for us. That was a big stop on 4th down. You never know with Jerry Rice. Well, greatest receiver ever. Well, greatest players ever, in all honesty. So yeah, we can just kneel it one more time and go from there. I'm a little surprised that San Francisco did not take their last time out, but actually they did. With 9 seconds left. Not sure what that accomplished, but we'll gladly take the delay of game. Doesn't really matter. And the Packers are going to Super Bowl 31. 14-10 winners over San Francisco. Snow didn't help, but we were able to win it.
Okay, the game's over. Let's recap it and look at the stats.
And we get to face the Raiders in the Super Bowl. So, this will be fun. I am not aware at all of what the Raiders have offensively or defensively. But we get to play in the Superdome. Apparently we're the road team. That doesn't make any sort of logical sense. We are going to play for all the marbles now. JB, take it away.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the EA Sports Studios, where we're getting ready to bring you Super Bowl 31. From the earliest days of training camp nearly 7 months ago, through the preseason and the 17 grueling weeks of regular season play, through the wild card round and the divisional playoffs and the conference championship, it all comes down to this. The two teams we're about to see have already surmounted terrible odds. With brawn and brains, they have fought their way past 28 fierce competitors to arrive at this point. They are the best teams in professional football. And today, they will do battle for the title of NFL champion. Now let's go to the NFL's finest broadcast team, Pat Summerall and John Madden, standing by in New Orleans.
Thank you, JB, and welcome to Super Bowl 31. John, it all comes down to this. As a veteran of 2 Super Bowls yourself, tell us what the head coach is doing in these last few minutes before the game. Did you think about anything special or do anything special just before the game?
No, you just can't wait. You know, it's been so long because you have the 2 weeks. You win the conference championship, and then you have the week at home, and then you have the week at the Super Bowl, and now it all comes down. It's going to happen. It's going to start in 10 or 15 minutes, and you just can't wait. I mean, it's a type of thing that you're in that locker room, and all you want to do is get out of there and start the game, and there's nothing left to say. I mean, everything that can be said, you've already said, and there's only one thing left to do, and that's go out on the field and do it.
It's the best way to put it. Wish I could be an athlete so I could play in a Super Bowl. It's like probably the coolest feeling in the world. I hope to go to a Super Bowl one day. But in any case, we are...
Well, the game's finally here. The teams are taking the field, and they're about ready to kick
ready
off.
to play Super Bowl 31. Obviously, the Madden graphics inside the Superdome, not exactly the most realistic at the time. other than they had AstroTurf. Do heads. We win the toss. We elect to receive. And the way we're going to go about it is no different from any other game this year. We're going to go with our strongest passing plays, strongest running plays. We're going to try to beat the Raiders. This is a rematch of Super Bowl II. The Packers beat the Raiders then, but obviously 29 years have passed. And so Antonio Freeman will take the kickoff for Super Bowl 31 up to the 20-yard line. And that's where Brett Favre and company will start first down 10. Antonio Freeman in Super Bowl 31 at the time made the longest play in Super Bowl history with Favre on 81 yards for a touchdown. But here we start out Robert Brooks first down. Pick up at 23 yards. And we don't have to worry about the snow or anything. We're in a dome. We're in the Louisiana Superdome at the time. I think it's called the Mercedes-Benz Superdome or something like that. Now I'm not sure what the Superdome in New Orleans is called, but in any case, second down 8. Zachary Bennett, who gains a yard, so third down upcoming. Now obviously we did not feature Brooks or Anthony Morgan in the last game against the 49ers. That's Anthony Morgan, first down. Anthony Morgan's to the 20 to the 15, down to the 10. I'll pick up a 43 on the play. And it's a big first down for Green Bay on third down. This is Edgar Bennett, who's got a hole on the right side, and he's going to score. Touchdown. And so the Packers draw first blood in the Super Bowl. Chris Jackie with the extra point.
And it's good.
Okay, there's the scoring drive. Let's go over the recap.
So 5 plays, 80 yards, sparked by the Morgan 40-plus yard catch and the Bennett, or the Brooks 20-plus yard catch. So Edgar Bennett gets a touchdown in the Super Bowl. This is Rakib Ishmael, who returns it up to the 26. It's just Jeff Hostetler, who has in underneath Williams, who picks up 4. Hostetler, who won Super Bowl 25 for the Giants when Phil Simms got hurt. That was intended for Tim Brown, incomplete. Hostetler, who was going to quit, honestly. I saw that in the America's Game documentary. But then Simms got hurt. I think he broke his leg, if I recall right. And that's intended for Fenner, incomplete. So Hostetler came in, guided the 49ers, the Giants to the Super Bowl, upending the 49ers along the way. And so, with Scott Norwood's missed field goal by mere inches, it might have been 2-3 inches. It was wide right. It's not wide right by much of anything. And Hostetler won the Super Bowl for the Giants. And Otis Anderson was the MVP of the game. As you saw, Dorsey Levens only pick up 1 there, so second down 9. That's Don Beebe who gets smacked by McDaniel. Couldn't hold in the ball. And it forces third down 9 for Green Bay. This is far to throw for Beebe, who's got himself a first down that time. He's got the pass and he's got the catch, and it's a pick up 9. And so the Packers move the chains again. This is Dorsey Levens who runs forward for Pick up maybe a yard, maybe even half a yard. Levin's 3 carries, 3 yards. This is Edgar Bennett, who's going to only pick up 1 as well. So Oakland really... By the way, this is their first year back in Oakland after 13 or so years in LA. This is Robert Brooks, first down. Robert Brooks is to the 15, the 10, the 5, down to the 2. Actually, they're going to note it at the 1.
Yeah, this is where a defense really earns its money when you get down here around the goal line.
This is Brett Favre sneaking in touchdown, and Green Bay's up by 2 scores now in the Super Bowl in the first quarter.
The kick is up, and it's good.
Okay, there's the scoring drive. Let's go over the recap.
On the play.
Well, Williams is going to have a first down carry here, negated due to the penalty, so it'll be first down and 20. Oakland needs to find a way to get back into this ball game. They're down 14-0 in Super Bowl 31. This is Williams again, who bounces off one guy and spins and gets hit for a pickup of 3. So I think that's going to really set Oakland into passing the next couple of downs here. And Hostetler to throw, incomplete. Broken up by Doug Evans. And, well, third down approaches. So Hostetler throws, incomplete. That's broken up by Leroy Butler. And so they'll punt it again. So Freeman's, for some reason, let that go, but he's got a huge return out of it of 42 yards. And that'll end the first quarter in the Super Bowl with the score Green Bay 14, Oakland nothing. We start the second quarter and we'll run the football with Edgar Bennett here. And he goes right side.
There's a man down.
Someone down apparently on the play.
You know,
It's
there's
Frank
no
Winters.
one on either team that likes to see an
So
injury.
John Michaels will come in. He's literally our last lineman. Because everybody else is hurt. Dorsey Levens gets the carry this time and he loses 4. So snuff that out right from the start. This is far for Morgan. Caught it. He's got the first down. And Anthony Morgan is down to the 5-yard line.
That was a great play. Short yardage and goal line. You get as many big guys in there as you can.
Levens gets nothing on the carry. Whew.
Tell you, goal line, there's nowhere to go but forward.
Says Bennett. Alright, so third down and goal. no one really open for Favre, so you just get what he could. Alright, and that will be the field goal.
And it's good.
Okay, there's the scoring drive. Let's go over the recap.
Sorry about the delay, guys. What actually happened was I need to find my phone. I couldn't find it, so we're back to action here. 17-0 the score now in the Super Bowl. Rocket Ishmael on the return up to about the 20 or 32, I should say, not 22. And that's where Oakland will start out again. They do need to score here relatively soon. This is Fenner will pick up a 4. Gets it up to 36, and that'll be 2nd down and 6. So they need a score here relatively quickly. If they can get that, and they can get maybe a defensive stop, we can. And then they score again in some form or way. Incomplete though. Intended for, I believe it was Tim Brown who was going for that ball. Leroy Butler on the pass breakup. And so this has the possibility to get out of away from the Raiders real quickly here, especially if we score before the half is over. So this is Dorsey 11's on the carry, 8 yards. He's back in positive figures, and he's got himself a 1st down of 14. We may run the ball quite a bit here. I know we're at the 2-minute warning, but we are now in Oakland territory as we step on the midfield logo. This is going to be holding, so it really negates what we're doing. And Taylor on the holding call. So much for doing all that running. Now we got to gain the yards back. Edgar Bennett. Or actually, that was for Robert Brooks. My bad. Incomplete. 2nd down and 20 now. There's the Favre stats. 5 of 7, 155. And now we've got 6 of 8 and a lot more. This is Anthony Morgan, who's at the 30, the 25, the 20-yard line. Pick up at 38. Anthony Morgan with 120 yards on 3 receptions. This is Dorsey Levens, who is going to be in for the touchdown. And the route is on in Super Bowl 31.
The kick is up. And it's good.
Oakland needs points on the board in a hurry. Ooh, that's a great block by the wide receiver. This is Rakitovich. This is Ishmael, first down, 33 yards.
Timeout.
And Oakland calls a timeout right after. They need a touchdown the worst way. If at the very worst, just put up points. Because then they get the ball back at half. To where maybe they can make this a respectable game. With incomplete, intended for Ron Cox. That was broken up by Ron Cox, sorry. And that's broken up by Craig Newsom. I don't know how the hell he was thinking that was a good idea, throwing in the 4-man coverage, but kind of like us in the championship game, we threw it into all 6 guys, and that's intercepted. Leroy Butler. Leroy Butler on the interception. Huge play for the Packers. And boy, oh boy, Oakland. That's Andre Smith on the pass breakup. That's Robert Brooks. It looked like the pass was tipped but then caught. And that's a big play, 38 yards. And Brooks is over 100 in the first half. We have yet to take our timeout. And so we will here.
Timeout.
Actually, sort of accidentally called the wrong pass play, too. So, Beebe with 2 catches in the Super Bowl. This is Don Beebe, who's got a first down to the 5-yard line.
Timeout.
I think we'll take 1 shot at the end zone. And then we'll kick our field goal. So Mike Jones on the play there. And that'll be the end of the half. So the Packers up 27-0 in Super Bowl 31.
It's halftime here at Super Bowl 31, and while the 2 best teams in football reconsider their strategies, let's take a look at some of the halftime stats.
JB with a little bit of a different line there.
Okay, let's take a look and see how the game's
We
gone
have
so far.
thoroughly dominated this game from the word go. I kind of thought that the 49ers game versus us was kind of the real Super Bowl. I've had no doubt on that in the first half that Oakland just is not as good as us. And I think we will be perfect on the season. So first down 10 for Oakland at their 24-yard line. Hostetler will throw, and it's incomplete. Tyrone Williams on the pass breakup there. Williams has played a bit of a significant role in the nickel defense for us this year. This is Hostetler to throw. Hobbs first down. Leroy Butler with the tackle after a pick up of 15 up to the 39-yard line. Hostetler struggled today, but
Incomplete.
it's just been all around a tough game for the Raiders. The Packers have thoroughly dominated both sides of the ball. So this is 2nd down and 10. We're just going to keep playing nickel coverage. Tim Brown on the catch. He picks up 4 off of the wide receiver screen there. Hostetler to throw on 3rd down, incomplete, broken up by Leroy Butler. So this is Antonio Freeman on the return. Picks up 16. So we have 2 receivers over 100 already in one half. We have a back here is going to get a bunch of yards on this carry. 20 yards for Edgar Benny. And Bennett now has 29 yards on the day. So it's Dorsey Levens, who doesn't pick up anything. He's got 40 yards though on 9 carries. So this is Edgar Bennett again. Gets it upfield. Had he been able to break that one, he would have had a lot of room here. So in any case, 3rd down and 7 for the Packers to start the 3rd quarter. Don Beebe first down. Beebe's played a little bit of an important role late in the year here as we try to utilize our different receivers. He's got 4 catches here in the Super Bowl. This is Dorsey Levens, and Levens is going to score a touchdown. 28 yards for Dorsey Levens, and the Packers just keep emasculating their lead. It has been blowout central in the Super Bowl today, and it's 34-0. It says Cash on the return, 14 yards. It's a fairly short kickoff. But Hostetler to throw, incomplete. That's intended for Williams. Hostetler to throw, incomplete, broken up by Ron Cox. And yeah, we're just playing nickel defense pretty much from here on out. We may not throw much in this game anymore as Williams.
Hey, there's a 4 aspirin hit.
It's either Jones or whoever else got in the tackle there. But what we might also do is start playing into more of a prevent defense, just kind of burn some more time. This is Antonio Freeman. There's a great return of 26 yards out to about midfield into Oakland territory, so 1st down 10. And Dorsey Levens, being shifty that he is, picks up 25 on the play. Very sneaky as far as a fullback is concerned. He's near 100 yards today. And we'll have it coming in this 3rd quarter. Edgar Bennett dodges a guy, and he's going to score as well. Touchdown. Goodness me, what a runaway this has become. I'm starting to feel bad for Oakland at this point. Nothing they do has been able to work. 41-0.
Incomplete.
That is caught by Ishmael, first down. That will give Oakland a little bit of life to maybe score some points here in the Super Bowl, but this game's been well in hand for quite a while now. As Doug Evans breaks up that pass. We're going to switch into the 4-3 here for one play. Stetler to throw. Tim Brown first down. Somehow get that past Craig Newsome. I'm a little surprised that he did. So that kind of puts him in field goal range. This will probably be the final play of the... Oh, it'll be the... That was the final play of the third quarter. Thought they were going to attempt one more play before the end of it, but they did not. So we go to the fourth. And yeah, Super Bowl 31 is well in hand. Don't know what else to say other than that, so it's been well in hand. Packers are 40-0. We might just... Oh, that was almost intercepted by Eugene Robinson. So third down and 10. They might be in... Well, I think now they're out of field goal range. Santana Dotson on the play. Well, they're going to attempt the field goal. Yeah, that's going to be short. Not even close.
And it's no good.
So Jager's way short. And... So the Packers will take over again here. This is Dorsey Levens, who doesn't gain anything on the play. He's at 93 yards now. At this point in the game, there's a man down on the play, but this is Edgar Bennett spurring it to the 35. Man down is
Once
Jerry
you get
Brown.
an injury, then you have to start making
Adam
adjustments.
Timmerman has to come in and replace him. Bennett near 100 or near 80 yards today. Dorsey Levens can't quite get the corner. Excuse me there. Holy cow. He is now 4 from 100. And this is Edgar Bennett again. He's got a first down and pick up of 8. And Bennett near 100 as well. And Dorsey Levens is now one off of 100. We're going to get him that 100th yard here. He's going to get more than that. He's going to get 13.
Those guys made a hole big enough you could drive a truck through it.
And that has been pretty much the Super Bowl in a nutshell. If you're Oakland, just... Struggles upon struggles. "81 yards for Edgar Bennett today. Favre is going to pick up 7 here. Not really worried about anything else at that moment. Just running with Bennett.
Short yardage. Whoever wins the battle at the line of scrimmage wins the first down.
And Bennett rolls in, touchdown. Actually, we get holding
Offense.
on Dorsey Levens. Well, Bennett's got a lot of room anyway, and he's going to score anyway. So that's his 3rd touchdown of the game. I don't think we've even passed for a touchdown in this game. Or if we have, it's been a short one. I think we've ran it all day.
The kick is up.
And that's another extra point.
Okay, let's go over that scoring
I think
drive.
at this point we might
what
let
happened.
Oakland score and just kind of not make it a full shutout. I don't know, it's just been a runaway. I did not think it'd be this much of a runaway. I think my idea was that we were going to dominate, but I did not think it'd be a shutout. Thought it'd be like, say, 34-14 or something like that.
There's a flag on the play.
Now we're going to let Ishmael score here. It's no big deal. It was going to be pass interference on us anyway. So might as well just let him score.
Touchdown.
Get all those records there for the game. No big deal. When you're up 48-0, it's not going to matter much. And we'll just stay in this formation. And Williams can stroll in, that's fine.
Okay, let's go over that scoring drive and see exactly
I
what
know they're
happened.
going to onside kick it, so we might as well get into the onside kick formation. And I think what we'll do is we'll try to let Bennett get 100 yards. And after that, just kind of... So Jeff Thomason gets to hold the ball for a little bit. I mean, let him score, let him have the stat. It's fine. I mean, don't want to be the first team shut out in Super Bowl history, you know. So the Raiders use their first timeout. We'll see what Edgar Bennett's stat is when we get back here. It's at 97 yards, so now he's over 100.
There's a man down.
Another person down for the Packers, I believe. Yep, that's Adam Timmerman. So Frank Winters comes in. We're assessed a timeout. So Oakland does not have to use it. See, Bennett's over 100 now. And then Favre. We'll run for 8 there.
Timeout.
I don't know if we can run out the clock. Straight up. I say I would like to think we could, but now we can. Alright, guys. We are We're Super Bowl champs. Oh, goodness. I knew we were going to dominate this game. I just didn't think it was going to be this dominant. But, holy cow.
Timeout.
We are perfect. We are also Super Bowl champions. Like, that part is the coolest part of it all. I cannot believe how great we were in this ball game.
Welcome back to the EA Sports Studios. As another great season of football comes to a close, let's take a last look at the stats from Super Bowl 31.
Okay, now that the game's over, we have the final score. Let's look at the stats and see how it all happened.
There you go. 503 yards offensively, 239 on the ground, 264 in the air. I can tell you, Brett Favre, who had a terrific day, 10 of 14, he had no touchdowns in this game. All of our touchdowns were running the ball. 2 backs over 100 yards. Probably split co-MVPs here between Bennett and Levens. Favre also had a touchdown, so there's that. 3 receivers caught balls, Morgan, Brooks, and Beebe. Santana Dotson with the sack, Leroy Butler with the interception. Oh, what a game that was. It was huge. It was really huge for us. And we could play the Pro Bowl, but we're not going to. So, that's that. Guys, thank you so much for enjoying Madden NFL 97 with me. I don't know what my next game will be played for the sports part of this, but thanks for coming on in. Thanks for sharing this with me. We're not going to play the Pro Bowl. I'm going to actually delete the save file, so... Like I said, I don't know my next playthrough, but it's been fun. And then, yeah, just kind of stay with me on YouTube, and you'll see the next playthrough, and then we'll go from there.